Welcome to K-Pop Pillow Talk,
the podcast that goes into your favorite fantastic K-pop fanfictions.
I'm Millie.
And I'm Tay.
In each episode, we read and discuss a chapter or a one-shot from an erotic or fluff fanfiction featuring your favorite idols.
Hard and soft stands alike. Let's just go there.
You're listening to K-Pop Pillow Talk. I'm Millie.
And I'm Tay.
Wow. First episode, how do you feel?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're here. It's taken so long.
I can't even remember when we thought of the concept anymore. I know that I was at my old job, so it has been a minute.
A minute. Countless weeks of me just randomly going, Millie, our podcast.
I'm glad we're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Since this is our first episode, why don't you go ahead and, Tay, say who your, alt biases are.
Okay. So, my alt biases are...
Oh, wait, actually, disclaimer. Our alt group is BTS.
Yeah, our alt group is BTS. That's just how it is. So, my alt biases are Kim Taehyung and Min Yoongi. I live that double bias life. It is exhausting, but I'm not changing. So, Millie, why don't you say your alt?
My alt bias is the king himself, Kim Namjoon.
Our president, our leader, a whole ass man.
My supreme overlord of my entire being.
Yes, but we are of the seven.
Of the seven in this household. If you're not of the seven, please don't say anything.
Literally. And I feel like every group that we stand...
Do not raise your hands.
Every group that we stand, we are of the full number. Yeah. There's no group where we don't like one member because why? Literally, why would we? Basically, how did we come to the idea of this podcast?
Okay, so I listen to a lot of podcasts. A majority of my time is spent listening to podcasts. And a little while ago, there used to be this podcast. Actually, I think they still are technically active. I just don't listen to them anymore because they've changed their format a lot. But they're called Fangasm. And basically, they read fan fiction from different fandoms. Mm-hmm. And they talk about it, and they make jokes. And I was like, wow, I would really love to do this, but for K-pop fanfictions.
And lucky for Millie, she has a sister that reads a lot of fanfiction.
That should also be noted. We are sisters.
Yes. Sister power.
So that means we will never be doing a fanfiction where they are family.
Oh my...
Not only because we are sisters, but because I just can't do it.
That makes me... The thought alone
very
makes
uncomfortable.
Me so uncomfortable. Oh my god, ew. I can't. Okay, cleansing that energy off of my body.
Yeah, it's gone.
So yeah, we're both K-pop stans. We've been here for around 3 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally there's nothing to it.
I think we can talk about what we're gonna do.
Yeah, so we figured today we would start with a pretty well agreed upon ship in the fandom.
Yeah.
NamJin.
Mm-hmm.
So between Namjoon and Jin, we're gonna be reading some one-shots.
Mm-hmm. I should also note that I also refuse to read anything that is non-consensual. We are consent only in this household.
Yes, we contact the author.
We did.
Yeah, they were very nice.
I know. I hope that everyone we contact, in the future is very happy about it. We're not here to claim their art at all. We are simply enjoying it and sharing it with as many people who choose to listen.
Yeah, so shout out to softhufflepuffball.
Oh my god.
On Wattpad.
I didn't know that was the name. Yeah. I, too, am a Hufflepuff.
I'm a Slytherin.
Not to confuse all the fandoms that we're bringing together. You guys are getting a lot of information in the first few minutes of this podcast. And we decided to start with a one-shot. Instead of, in the future, we want to do some, longer form fan fictions where we just, read a chapter each episode. But to start off, we thought one shot would be better.
I'm kind of nervous because I've never read a fanfiction out loud before. It's always in my head. But Yeah, would you like me to go first?
Sure.
All right, so
I would love to make commentary. I'm so ready.
Yeah, this first one is called Battle. Quick disclaimer, all these works are purely fiction.
In no way are we insinuating any real relationships between these idols.
So please, continue at your own risk. Namjoon, don't you even think about it. His warning only made the mischief in my eyes grow.
Ooh.
What's wrong, Jin-young? I teased. I took a step closer. Jin stepped back. You know exactly what you're doing right now. Worry filled his eyes and fear flickered across his expression. Don't do it. You can't tell me what to do, Hyung.
Oh, okay. There it is. The most, you know what? People might say overused, but I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with that phrase. You can't make me. Beautiful.
And I feel like when people make a, like, fiction Namjoon a tease, I feel like it just makes sense.
Yeah.
I can and I will.
Oh!
You mean you'll try? He almost looked defeated, bags under his eyes, his hair tousled, and his legs shook slightly underneath his weight. He was obviously tired. You already got everyone else. You've won. You don't need to do this. I can't let you go free. I must be ultimately victorious. I stepped closer, staring him down. And no one is going to stop me. Jin froze. When his back hit the wall, I backed him up into. Namjoon, please. I raised my gun and pulled the trigger. Namjoon! I laughed. It's not funny. He looked down at his shirt where a giant orange blob stained the middle of it.
Oh.
I told you I didn't want to play paintball. Oh my gosh.
That was so intense for paintball, although painful.
Come on, Hyung. Everyone was playing except you. We can't leave you out. You didn't need to shoot me. I wrestled the paintball gun off my shoulder. Jin, that's how you play the game. Which is why I didn't want to play, he groaned. This is not coming out. He crossed his arms and turned away from me, sighing. I sighed. I dropped my gun to the ground and walked up behind him. I slid my arms around his waist and gently placed a kiss on his neck. Oh. I'm sorry, Jin. I just didn't want you to be left out. Everything's more fun with you. Jin's body relaxed, and he leaned his head against mine. You're so sweet, Junie. He turned in my arms to face me, wrapping his own arms around my neck. I'm sorry, I should have played. He kissed my lips. I love you, Junie. I love you too, Jin. All right, we get it. You love each other. Now quit making out and do a rematch. The voice came from... All right,
we get it. You're gay.
The voice came from Taehyung, who had discovered us. I looked to Jin. Want to play? With a smile, he responded. I'm going to have to. I have to beat you somehow. He escaped my hold and ran towards Tae. Laughing, I mumbled. We'll see about that.
I love the playfulness of this one shot.
It was so wholesome.
Because, like, you know, going into it, it seemed like it was going to be a hard stand one shot. I was totally ready for it. And then it just twisted into sweet pillow talk.
They hit us with the pull the trigger and we were like, oh? First of all, like, okay, how close was Namjoon to Jin when he shot the paintball? Because I feel like that would have been really painful if he was, like, right in front of him.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh my god, paintball that close.
Jeez.
That is scary.
But wow, no. Adorable. I'm here for it. I love the little cameo from Tae.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
So, like, typically, would you read, like, soft one-shots like this?
No. No. I like some fluff every now and then, but I like it implemented into, like... I like the harder stuff.
You guys couldn't see it, but Shay was, like, crinkling her fingers, trying to figure out what to say.
Okay, I like the hard stuff. I like some angst.
Oof,
like
I cannot do angst.
Literally, I lose my mind.
My poor, small Hufflepuff heart cannot handle it. I had to stop reading one of these fan fictions that was very, very good because it was getting to too much.
Whoa.
And I was like, and one day, we might do that one day if we can. It's called Sweeter Than Sweet. And it
that sounds...
It was a lot.
What ship is it?
It's a lot.
Oh wow.
It's a lot of things.
Okay, yeah. I've only ever had to do that once, like stop. Well, and I didn't stop reading. It was just stressing me out so much. Like I couldn't sleep. I genuinely could not sleep that I had to like skim through like 3 chapters to get towards the we're starting to resolve things part.
That's just like at a resting point.
Yeah, like that's how good those authors were. And the angst was just like literally physically hurting me. I was like, I need to like speed through this real quick. So
I like soft stuff in one-shots for sure.
Yeah, I don't normally read one-shots. So like this is like actually no, I have read some before.
I feel like one-shots are more like when you're starting out and that's what you see.
Yeah.
And that's what drags you into fan fiction.
Yeah, because it's a whole world.
It is, and we appreciate our fan fiction writers.
Yes.
They are really real writers.
Mm-hmm. Don't ghost read. Show your appreciation.
Since that one was pretty short, pretty easy, I think we're going to go into another one.
Yes, MIlly is going to go ahead and read Movie Night.
Movie Night. And this is by the same author. A little bit of their, just like notes.
Yeah.
They said, really short. I know, I'm sorry. So be prepared for this one to also be short. So if you have any fan fictions you would like us to read, send us a message at K-Pop Pillow Talk on Instagram. We have that Instagram handle, and we'll be posting all our updates there.
Yes. Feel free to stop on by.
All right. And this is also Namjin, correct?
Yes.
Junie, get down here. Come on, Namjoon Young. You're taking too long. I groaned. Hang on a minute, I yelled. These kids sometimes. I hurried down the stairs to see all of my members surrounding the large television. Well, 5 of them anyway. Where's Jin? What? We're going to watch a movie. Taeyoung answered. There he is again.
I know. How cute.
No thanks. The entire group groaned. Each of them called out reasons why I should stay, arguing as if they could win.
Okay.
The man of the house.
Cockiness. Jeez.
I just don't want to tonight, guys. Maybe some other time. What's going on another night? There's Jin. Nothing. I just won't watch a movie with us. Hobie finished for me. Jin blinked and turned to me, looking a little upset. Why not? Because I'm not feeling up to it. That's all. He glanced down at the floor. I wish you would. He looked back up at me. It's not the same without you here, Junie.
Oh!
Please stay. God, he's so gorgeous. I couldn't form the word no to him. His beautiful eyes had hope in them, as did his slight smile. The oh God, those full lips that make me think of how they would feel against my own. I sighed, defeated. All right, I'll stay.
He's so whipped.
A cheer erupted throughout the group. Woo. Jin smiled widely and grabbed my hand. Thank you. He pulled me over to the empty spot on the couch next to Hobie. On the other couch sat the maknae line, with Tae practically in Jungkook's lap, and Jimin on the other end, the closest he could get to Yoongi on a single chair.
Oh, Taekook and Yoonmin.
Jin sat so close to me that if he moved over, his leg would be on top of my thigh. Oof. Namjoon thighs. I'll say it again. Namjoon thighs.
Immaculate.
His broad shoulder made contact with mine as he leaned into me, keeping his eye on the screen. I think it's safe to say that my face was bright red throughout the whole movie.
Oh.
And that's the end of that soft one shot.
Oh my gosh. Okay, both of them were told in the perspective of Namjoon, but they were both different.
Very different.
Namjoon was so whipped in this one. And I love it when writers describe Jin's beauty. Because it's just...
You could go on for like 20,000 words.
Paragraphs upon paragraphs to even try to put into words the beauty of that man. Oh my gosh. I'm like, me too, June. And can I just say, I love the nickname Junie so much. I love it so much.
It's just like, because we also know that he likes it.
Yeah.
And so it's nice.
Namjoon.
It's nice to know it's nice to know when idols share things like that. It just makes the relationship that much better.
Yeah. Like this one shot was Junie and Jinny. Like
And I love the author's little subtle hint of like, hey, I really like Yoonmin and Taekook.
Me too.
Yeah, same. We also need a hobby in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe he's the random ace in every single story.
I know. Like, okay. It drives me crazy when people either make Hobie the ace or the straight of the group. I'm just like,
straight.
Please stop. Like, if I'm gonna have him, I would like the poly Yoonmin Sok. I think that is chef's kiss. Oh my gosh. I feel like you can get creative with it, but yes, Taekook and Yoonmin, oh my gosh, I love them.
Yeah. So now, since this will be one of our like shorter episodes, because it's like the first one.
A little more.
I want to take a moment to thank the author once again.
Yes, once again, thank you to softhufflepuffball on Wattpad.
And we will definitely be coming back to her work whenever we need like a little resting point.
Yeah, like a lighthearted Namjoon break.
Especially if we start reading something super angsty. I'm going to be like, I need soft right now. Because my poor heart can't take it.
Yeah.
Thank you. If you were listening and made it all the way to the end, thank you for listening.
I know.
Follow us at Follow us on Instagram at K-Pop Pillow Talk. I believe we also have the Twitter handle, but for some reason I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to have to double check. And it's okay. We're going to leave this in because everyone loves mistakes when someone else is making it.
And like we'll get the Twitter working eventually.
Of course.
Yeah. Welcome to K-Pop Pillow Talk.
Stay a while, and always remember that reading fan fiction is totally okay.
Totally okay.
If you need someone else to read it for you, we are right here.
We got you, boo. Thanks for listening.
I'm Millie.
And I'm Tay.
See you at the next Pillow Talk.